Hello beautiful people, you like what you see? I created this gorgeous makeup look using some of my OGs, like my favorite brushes of all time, and I'm going to be sharing with you how I created this look with the brushes that I did create this look with. So let's get right into it. So the first brush I use is a foundation brush, and for foundation brush I use this brush right here. If you're a beginner and you don't know the kind of brushes to use for your foundation, I feel like you want to use something that is dense, something like this. You can see how it is dense, you can see how the bristles are dense, but yet not too dense, but yeah, it's going to give you a full coverage, and I'm here for that. When it comes to makeup looks, especially with the canvas, I love my coverage pretty full. So yes, I use this big baby for my foundation. The next brush on the list is a powder brush, which you would need to apply your pressed powders and probably to buff in any powder product. Like what I have here is a powder brush. As you can tell, the bristles are not as dense as the foundation brush, which we have here. This is much more dense and this is slightly more flexible, and I love this type of powder brush to apply my powder product because it literally gives me very full coverage and it blends into my skin flawlessly. So yes, I am a powder brush girl. So yes, you need this to create any makeup look of your choice. We have a foundation brush and also a powder brush. Another brush you'll be needing for your makeup is a bronzing brush or a contour brush. Now when it comes to bronzing brush, you'll need like an angle brush, something like this, to use to pretty much apply your bronzer or blend in your contour product. It's great for such purpose because of the fact that it has a slanted angle. You can see right here it's slanted and it just gets into the hollows of your cheekbones better. So yes, you'll be needing this to create your makeup look. And oh, I have this band here because girl, she's been here for a long time. She's getting old pretty much. So yes, next brush on the list is a blush brush. If you are a blush girl like me, someone who loves to have her cheeks, you know, looking all flushed and rosy, then you'll need a brush. And for that purpose, I love to use this brush right here. This right here is a fluffy brush, okay, but I use it for my blush brush because I love the pretty much pointy tip it has going on, and it's really great for applying my blush. Next brush on the list would be a setting brush, and for setting my under eyes, I love to use this brush right here to set my under eyes, and it sets my under eyes like a dream. I told you all I am a brush big baby, so I love brushes, and yes, I would use this to set my under eyes and also dust off any excess when I bake. I also use this to bake. So for concealer, I literally prefer using brushes, although there are some days where I do use beauty blenders or sponges, whichever one, but out of a 10, I would say I only use brushes like 8 and probably beauty blenders like 1 or 2 times. If I'm rating myself from 1 to 10, I use brushes on an 8 and sponges on a 1.5 or a 2. So I love the coverage that brushes give my overall makeup look. So for that, I would go in with this right here. This is the brush I use for my concealer, and hence I call it a concealer brush. Yep, I love to use this brush for my concealer, and I love how it applies, how it blends in my concealer like a dream without leaving nothing to worry about. So this is my concealer brush. Last but not the least, this is an extra step I love to do because I just love how it makes my makeup look flawless. It just makes my makeup look almost perfect. Okay, I wouldn't say perfect because I mean we do have textures in our skin, but it makes my makeup look really good at the end of the day. And I love to go ahead with this brush right here. I love this brush so much. This brush is an angled brush. Yep, well I said angled brush, but brush, I can talk. I would say this is an angled brush, a kabuki angled brush. And one thing I love about this is the shape of the brush. You can use this brush for anything you want to use it for, but I love to use this brush on some days to push in my baking, like underneath my eyes when I have the powders going on and I want to blend everything out. I just take this brush and I just push it in, and it doesn't give my under eye that separation or that cakey look or that patchiness. It just blends my makeup in like a dream. I don't know what is with this, but this is it's my magic wand. Let me use that word. This is my magic wand, and you can use this to do whatever you want to use it for, but I use this for my under eyes because I just love how it just, oh, this. I know my voice is pretty weird. Like, my voice sounds so husky. I know I do have a big voice, but the extra bass to this voice is the flu I'm recovering from. So the weather has just been really into me. So we're still cooperating though. We're recuperating, right? Recuperating or recuperating, whichever way. Now the next brushes that I'm going to talk about are, I am going to be talking about, and I'm going to be showing you that I used to create this gorgeous eyeshadow look. Like, this eyeshadow look is something you can rock like with any outfit to any event. I am not a lash girl, but if you are a lash girl, you can go ahead and apply those. I said it before and I'll say it again, my eyelashes are still recovering from the horror it went through sometime last year, so I am still trying to work on them. I'm investing more on mascaras lately than strip lashes, okay, or lash extensions. Maybe I might do strip lashes, I don't know, but right now I'm just really comfortable where I am, which is just doing my mascara and a thin liner to just make the lashes look full. And yeah, the eyeshadow brushes that I literally would use for an everyday look, I do have my concealer brush for my brows. I would basically just use a flat brush right here to do my eyebrows, to clean them up and make them look crisp. And yeah, as you can tell, they look pretty much cute. That is what I would literally use to clean up my eyebrows. I literally use this brush to create this look. I use it for my transition and to blend in my colors thoroughly. I basically use 3 eyeshadow brushes for this look. I used 2 eyeshadow brushes for this look, and I used 3 colors to create this look. I did not film this look because I thought I wasn't going to like do anything, but I just felt like, you know what, let me just share with you the brushes I used to create this look. Maybe I might film something like this, I'm not sure. Let's just see how it goes. But yeah, I used this brush to create this cute eyeshadow look going on. This is a fluffy brush which you would need if you're a beginner to create your eyeshadow looks. It's great for, you know, blending your eyeshadows really well, especially your transition colors. I use this. So yeah, the list, you'll be needing a brush like this. Now with this brush, there are 2 types of brushes. You can use a flat brush to pack on your eyeshadow on the lid, or you can use a fluffy brush to apply. Now recently I've been loving using this fluffy brush to apply my crease color, because I just love how it literally packs on the color and just makes the eyeshadow pop without even trying. So yes, I love it. And I love the fact that the shape of the brush pretty much fits perfectly well my eyelid space and doesn't give me any rough situation going on like the crease area. I don't know if I'm making sense, but that's what I think. I just love the fact that I can use this brush and just pack on my eyeshadow and it looks great. So I do use this technique with either a matte eyeshadow look or a shimmer eyeshadow look, whichever way it works for me, and I love the application. So yep, these are the entire brushes I use to create this gorgeous makeup look I have going on right now. If you're a beginner, I feel like these brushes are the basic brushes you would need. You don't need like 1001 brushes to create basic looks. I use this brush to create this full glam makeup look, and the only thing that some people might feel it's missing, which I don't think it is lashes. I'm not a lash girl. Even when I try to be a lash girl, like literally my lashes paid dearly for that. So my lashes are recovering, and that's why right now I'm investing more into mascara, lengthening mascara, volumizing mascara than a lash. But if you're a lash girl, I mean, you can go ahead and pop your lashes, your strip lashes, and you're going to rock this look. So yeah, you don't need 1001 brushes. Just these brushes is basically what you need. I don't think they're up to 10 brushes here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Woo, only 10 brushes. You only need 10 brushes and that's it. You can multitask with these brushes, do whatever you want to do with the brushes. And let me just put it out there, just because I shared what I use these brushes for doesn't mean that you cannot be versatile with your usage of these brushes. When it comes to makeup, there is no rule, there's no regulations. Just know what works for you and practice, practice, practice. I literally can just use 2 of these face brushes for an entire makeup look and it's going to look great. It just depends on what you feel comfortable using each brushes for. I can use brush for a powder brush, like it just depends on what you want. Some days I don't even use this amount of brushes on my makeup look. It's just that some days I just want to feel a little bit, you know, funky and just get in the whole hang of, okay, let me just enjoy my brushes. And yep, this comes to the end of this video. I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.